What is up, YouTube? Legend Master here with another video, this time an NU match against Sayo Wit. This was quite a fun little match, and anyway, let's just get right into it. So I'm going to lead with Camerupt. Why? Because I just felt like leading with it for a change. I didn't see anything on his team that really wanted to take the Fire Blast save for Monferno, and I knew it was possibly the lead, but I didn't really have a good alternative to Monferno, so I just decided I'll send in Camerupt, maybe get a couple rock polishes up, and maybe psych him out and get rid of Monferno without losing anybody. So that's kind of my plan here. So I go for the rock polish, and I get that free rock polish basically while he sets up his rocks. He goes for the Endeavor, thinking that I'm faster now and I'm going to hit him, but no, I am still slower, so I go for a second rock polish, and now I'm making him kind of think maybe I'm just going to sit there because I can't really do anything to him. But no, I'm going to go for the Ancient Power this turn instead of going for a third Rock Polish and smack him with that. It's going to do a huge amount of damage. He does not enjoy taking that. I get a useless crit because I am fairly sure with the Modest Nature, max special attack, that would have one-shotted it if he didn't have that sash anyway, considering how frail Monferno really is. Anyway, I get the stat boost, which is just amazing, because now I'm at +5 seed, +1 to everything else, and that means his Fire Blast's power is going to be a little bit weaker, and I do resist it naturally anyway, but it still does a good amount of damage, mainly because he's got that blasted blaze, and so he's going to smack me with the Vacuum Wave to do a little bit more damage, and I'm going to fire off another Ancient Power just to kill off his Monferno. And this is where it gets kind of funny. I actually get another boost. So it's like, this is unreal. So Monferno goes down. I don't lose anybody. And now Camerupt is in a very nice position. He's still got his Fire Gem too. And so he can hit incredibly hard when the potential comes into play. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And he's going to go into his Gidur. And I'm just going to kill it off with the Fire Gem boosted Fire Blast. And that is the end of Gidur. No matter how much of Violite you've given it, it is not going to take that. Not after +2. So, if Violite Gidur dies to the Fire Blast, doing absolutely nothing this match. And my Camerupt is looking really good. He goes into Sunfisk, and I'm like, well, Fire Blast will kill it really easily at this point. But I miss. Oh. So he's going to hit me with a Scald, and this stupid Sunfisk is going to cause me a lot of problems, because most of my attackers, save for Camerupt, are pretty much all physical attackers. I do have one other special attacker, but I don't want to use it yet, not until I know I can take this thing out, because it has a move that can really turn the tide for me. So I'm going to go into Mighty Anna, because it is my best physical attacker, I do believe at this point. I'm going to smack it with the Crunch. It's going to do good damage, but man alive, that thing is bulky. This is a Life Orb, Adamant Nature Mighty Anna, and so for it to take that little damage, that just kind of proves how bulky that thing is. Anyway, he fires off the Discharge, and it does good damage to say the least, and I'm forced to go for another Crunch just to try to kill this stupid thing off, and hit it with that second Crunch. I don't get the defense drop, which is unfortunate. And so he fires off the Earth Power, and that is the end of that. So, now he's at about half HP, and so I'm going to go into PK Thunder, which is an event Pikachu, and gonna hit it with the Fake Out, or event, what am I talking about? I'm just gonna hit it with the Fake Out, and then I'm gonna go for the Brick Break, thinking of Reddichu. Fake Out does a little bit more than the leftovers, which is kind of nice, so I'm gonna just smack it with the Brick Break, hope to do enough damage to maybe get this to a point where I can kill this thing pretty easily. Smacks me with the Earth Power. Pikachu goes down, does absolutely nothing this match. Sunfisk just completely walls pretty much every variant of Pikachu. Unless Pikachu gets the random, like, Ice Punch or something. I don't remember ever getting that. Anyway, that is the end of Pikachu, and stupid Sunfisk just will not die. So I'm going to go into Windsock now, which is a defensive special attacker. don't think I have any special attack investment into Windsock, actually. But I'm going to smack it with the Psychic, and that will be enough to finally finish off this Sunfisk. Oh man, did I hate that stupid thing. And this is a very defensive build of Chimecho. It's mainly designed to take on opponents and set up Trick Room and stuff, and Heal Bell. And it does its job very well. Takes the U-turn surprisingly well, although it is unstepped and it is without the Guts boost. But he goes ahead and switches out. I haven't been able to get the rocks up because I really want to save my Gigalith for later. So I'm going to go for the Trick Room this turn, and that is going to slow his entire team down to a crawl. Meanwhile, Windsock, having no speed investment, and I think a speed negative nature even, is going to do some real work now. He goes for the Psychic, hits, does a huge chunk of damage, and even if this Tail Slap had hit, it wouldn't have mattered that much because Gigalith could have destroyed the rest of his team with little difficulty. Anyway, Windsock gets the good damage off, and he goes ahead and switches out, goes back into Swellow, and I'm going to smack it with the Psychic on the switch, which is basically why I was saying it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because then I could have brought in Gigalith and just started destroying stuff. Anyway, Swellow gets the special defense drop. Doesn't really matter, of course, because Swellow's almost dead anyway, and it's frail. Easily a 2-hit KO, and Toxic Orb is just going to make that easier. Oh, yikes! I gotta have easier working schedule. Anyway, he goes for the Protect, and of course he's trying to stall my Trick Room. That's exactly what he is doing. I know that's what he's doing, but unfortunately there's not a lot I can do about that. So he's just trying to stall at the Trick Room right now, but Toxic is going to start racking up damage too. So he goes for the second Protect, gets it, which is incredibly frustrating. But in a way, that's actually a good thing for me, because I do know this turn he's going to die, and my Trick Room runs out at the end of this turn. He'll die at the end of next turn, sorry. With just a smidgen of HP left, he knows he's going to die too. My Twisted Dimensions return to normal, and he's just going to fire off a Brave Bird, and I know I can take it, just because of the sheer raw defensive capabilities of this Chimecho. You would not expect Chimecho to be able to take hits like that, but it does. It takes a Brave Bird from Swellow. Swellow goes down. I am down to critical red, but I get my Trick Room back up, which means Gigalith is going to do some amazing work here. Anyway, I go ahead, get some HP back, and this does mean I'll be able to fire off another Psychic on whatever comes in before it kills me. He goes into Ursaring, the only thing that can take the Psychic at this point. So I'm going to smack it with the Psychic anyway, knowing I'm going to die. Can't really do anything about it, don't care. And he's going to end me with the Facade. So unfortunately, Chimecho goes down, but man does it do work. Gets Toxic Boost, or not Toxic Boost, but he gets his Toxic Orb on, and I'm going to go into Titan. Now this thing is an absolute monster. Max attack, adamant nature, max HP. Titan is an absolute beast. He goes for the Stone Edge. There's no way an Ursaring's going to take a Stone Edge from a Gigalith. And Gigalith destroys Ursaring, gets a useless crit. And this does leave his last Pokemon, a Mincino. And I decide I don't want to risk the miss, and I go for a normal gem boosted explosion. And this is just incredibly powerful, and the frail defenses of Cincino, there's just no way it's going to survive it. So Gigalith is just going to completely annihilate that Cincino. I need to run a damage calculation on that just to find out how much damage that would do to Cincino. But yeah, that is game, and that was a very fun game with a very climatic ending. So I hope you enjoyed.